Hello, Shehzad. Can you tell the audience about your debut and how you have been chosen for?
Uh, I'm sorry the answers are very long, so I don't think I'll be able to type them out. I hope you can sort of type out what I dictate and hopefully we can work this out. Firstly, let's start with question number one. Well, it's a question not many people have asked me. I always wanted to act, but as the saying goes, it must come to you. I found myself running a job at that point of time and I was juggling way too many things. And somehow it came to me to also run forwards and look for jobs in the acting industry, which when I started auditioning. And after about auditioning for countless production houses and running around quite a bit, in 2 months' time I got my first acting job, which was playing the lead role in a TV episodic show called Savdhan India. It comes on a channel called Life OK. And this happened in June 2012. And that was the beginning of my acting career.
You have spent an important phase of your life in Arabia Saudi, as you have informed us. Tell us more about it and how did you come back to India?
So, no one actually knows this, and I don't think your people are very clear exactly about who I am. So let's start with, if anyone ever asks me what my hometown is, I say Jeddah. And that's because when I was 6 months old, I was brought to Jeddah, and that's because my dad used to work at the airport. And contrary to what some might believe, due to the stereotypes that are normally running around, I actually had the best childhood ever. I lived in Jeddah till I was 18. And I grew up in an international residential society over there. I was surrounded by people from all parts of the world. You name them, they were all there. And, it was such a beautiful multicultural society in which everyone thrived together that you were free to choose and adopt whatever style, accent, form of life that suited you best. I attended a school called International Indian School Jeddah. There are various branches of International Indian School all over the Middle East. I'm sure everyone knows that. And I studied there till 12th grade. And it was for my university that I had to move. And I chose to go back to India. And I would like to give you a complete chapter on the life in Jeddah, but it would take way too long. So till 18 I was in Saudi Arabia in Jeddah, and then I moved back to India.
You're a son of a cinema and TV actor. Was it your dad's wish to become an actor, or was it your tendency to be in this industry?
Your tendency to be here. Okay, so question number 3 is where I should, I think, begin by telling you who I am. My name is Shehzad Shaikh. I was born in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, and that's in India. And my father used to work at the airport, which is why I spent 18 years over there. And I started acting in June 2012. Before that, I was doing various other things. I spent a lot of time in the hospitality industry as an entrepreneur, as in the stock market and finance and sales. But that's a story for another time. But I'm not the Pakistani actor, and my family is actually full of lawyers. I come from 3 generations of law. I should have become a lawyer if it was my father's wish, but the world and I think my family is also very, very happy that I've been an actor. So yeah, I think this is a good start. I hope you can help me out on the Wikipedia page so people don't keep confusing me with this person. I believe a lot of people are under the misconception that I'm from Pakistan. So no, I'm from India, and I've done a lot of work here. I'll tell you all about it soon.
Your role, Arjun, in Bepannah has made for you vast audience, though it is an relatable role. The Arab viewers have loved it so much. What will you tell us about it, and how you have been chosen for?
But I don't know whether a lot of people are informed, but before this there was another television show called Kabul Hai that used to be running into the Middle East circuit. I'm not sure whether over here we used to have it on ZTV, in which I was playing Rehan. And, I'm always happy that, it always feels like love's coming from home when anything comes from the Middle East. So, how I ended up getting this show. So, I had completed a film before this, and I had been running around doing quite a few pilots. And at one point of time, we met the production house, and they told me the character, and they said that it is the son of a lawyer. I said, I am the son of a lawyer. They said, no, that is the character. I said, no, you do not understand. I really am the son of the lawyer, of a real lawyer. And then we took it through there. A couple of screen tests happened, and after that we began our journey in Bepannah. I signed in November, and we worked really hard, and sometime around March is when all of the hard work came together and we hit the show and the screen. So I hope you all loving the show, and we love you. I'll move on to the next question.
Are you close to Jennifer and Harshad as co-actors? What would you say about them and the whole team in general?
A lot of you might not know this, but me and Harshad share the same birth date. We're both born on the 17th of May. We connect very, very well. In fact, we're both like brothers on and off screen. We met only during the show, but we've actually been living 4 buildings away from each other for almost 6 to 7 years. So it's, look at the irony of that. And yes, they are very experienced actors. The same goes for Jennifer. Jennifer's also, a very, very experienced actor, just like Harshad and Rajesh Khattar, obviously, who is a legend over here, along with Parinita and Sakshi and the entire cast. They're very bubbly, they're very professional, they're very good at their work. Now, I'm not someone who, I'm someone who always believes that he's on a constant learning phase because the learning never stops. So, always take from the actors around you, make it your own, get better at your own craft. So I work on that basis, and I believe I have a very good bonding with almost every one of them, both on a professional and personal level. So we get along great, and since we get along really well off screen, I guess it sometimes reflects on screen as well, which you see. And I guess I'm going to start getting a little more active on the social media scene and circuit because it's high time now. So hopefully by next month you should see me more active, giving you behind the scenes and a lot more content.
Is there a side love story between Arjun and Noor?
And during these 6 months, Noor and Arjun have been madly in love, and even I'm very, very curious to see where the track goes from here, who they're going to do, whose hearts are going to break, whose hearts are going to come together. And, it's a TV show. Let's see where it goes and how it works out.
What is your opinion about the show's plot, Infidelity? Was there a fear that the Indian audience will reject the show?
Firstly, I believe that it is a very, 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 unique concept to be able to build a show on infidelity, because there's quite a bit of risk there. You have to understand that, we are now living in a world where you have to be politically correct about everything. If you express yourself too much, it might not work for you in a good way. And, I applaud the makers of the show for being able to create something in this limelight and still capturing the audience's attention and getting them so attached to the characters that, how do you heal a breaking heart? I think it's a lesson that everybody wants to learn and know at some point of time. And I believe they've portrayed it really well. When it comes to infidelity, obviously, we do not support it, which is why we have the entire institution of marriage in place in the first place, obviously. And I believe the Indian audience is catching on, and I hope we continue to win hearts.
What does woman mean to you? What do you love and hate about her?
Well, firstly, you must understand I am from Saudi Arabia. I grew up in Jeddah. I'm Muslim. We are taught that, under your mother's feet is where lies heaven. So the very concepts and teachings and the respect and love that you have for a woman is it's hard to put into words. But now that the question is here, growing up in a Middle Eastern country, you learn to value, especially a country like Saudi Arabia, you learn to value the ladies around you, the women around you, because of the way, they are cared, they're taken care of. And frankly speaking, to be very honest, in a society where, there was probably not a lot of interaction, a person can take any different direction. At some point of time, he could probably, they might move this way, that way. But I believe you have to look into the best of the situation. So for me, I absolutely love women and I hate absolutely nothing about women. I'm sure of that. There's not much to be said there.
You are a talented and handsome actor. It's projected that you will play lead role in future. Which co-actress do you wish to work with?
One thing I can tell you for sure is that the industry is very unstable, and I've been here and I've been working and I've been clawing my way up little by little. I do hope to be playing lead roles very soon, inshallah, if everything works out. As when it comes to co-actresses, I am an actor. I promise you, it does not matter who you place in front of me. I have to make sure that I have to play the character that I have been given to the T, or to the best of my abilities. Whatever the role requires, I will do. As for favorite actresses in India, we have so many beautiful women, We have quite a few beautiful women and beautiful actresses. So I believe if I had to zero down on any of them, I don't think I have any personal favorites that I would, particularly want to work with, because working with an actress is a very professional situation. You have to get into their work ethics, their vibe. All of those things have to come together. So with different actresses, it works differently. And so far, I've had the pleasure to work with Surbhi Jyoti, Surbhi Channa, and Jennifer Wingett also right now, and so many others. So I believe everyone brings something to the different, and everyone is unique in their own way.
Last message for the Arab fans and TellyBolly Arab Magazine.
You can think of me as one of your own that was sitting over there amongst all of you and spent most of his life right there and used to watch this entire world through a TV screen and, just sit there and wonder and wish that someday I'm going to go there and, everything will be great, everything will work out, and got interrupted over there. So, sorry I got interrupted over there. So basically, I'm one of your own. I've been, think of me as someone that's come from amongst you who spent most of his life there and can relate and always watch this world through a TV screen and, had the dreams to be in it. And I'm so happy and glad, and I hope you all can share with me in this wonderful journey that has just begun. I promise to bring you a lot of entertainment. I promise you to bring you a lot of good work and hopefully capture your hearts and attention for as long as possible. As for, all the love you give me, I promise you it is the energy and it is the motivation that keeps me and I think all actors going day by day, because if it weren't for you, we wouldn't exist. We would just be, fools on the road with no one to entertain us in any form or manner. So eventually you are everything, and if it wasn't for you, there wouldn't be any TellyBolly or Bollywood or Tellywood. So thank you for everything. Thank you for this life that I get to lead, and thank you for watching.
Keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe in our channel and follow us in Facebook and Twitter. Thank you.